It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to this broadcast of Journey Through Stuck on the Divas That Care Network. Join us at www.divasthatcare.com for other inspiring videos by women who are sharing hope in this crazy world. I'm Coach Crazy Cat, and I'm on today with my beautiful friend Daisy V. And we're going to talk about seeking solutions and where she has found some. She is an amazing lady who has a huge heart. She has a son who is disabled, and her business helps other parents go through the emotions of what it's like to raise a disabled child. So we hear a lot about coaches that help the children, but now we've got a coach that helps the parents, which is just as important. So welcome, Daisy. I'm so excited to have you on.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so excited to share and let your viewers see and feel how great it can be when you find solutions and when they come to you.
Me too. So we were talking and you were explaining how you were seeking truth, and you didn't grow up in a family that knew about God or understood, but your husband did, and you've been seeking and praying, and you're looking for something for your son. And so talk a little bit about that and how that process went.
Yeah, of course. So my son, with his condition, it's really a condition where there's no cure. And when we finally got the diagnosis, one of the things that I was really, really searching for was a way that not only he could be healthier and get everything that he needs, but also a way for him to be healthier without depending on Western medication, without having to worry about, can we afford this? Are we in the right place? Because we had to travel a lot, and we had to go through a lot of obstacles to even get him the medication that he needs. Not wondering about, was there anybody going to be at home with him to care for him? But I wanted to be able to work from home and be there. So there were always a lot of solutions like that we were looking for, but we never seemed to find them because somehow, life takes you on a road, and it's hard when you don't know, or when you don't know where to look, right? Until you finally figure out that, you know what, all you need to do is ask for it.
Mm-hmm. So you were seeking a solution for your son, and you were praying.
Yeah.
And then something really awesome happened. So share that story, because I'm sure there's a lot of people listening, and I don't know the listeners, I don't know what you know about God. I grew up in a God-based family and got lost, right? Daisy grew up in a not God-based family and then found God, but he's out there and he's knocking on hearts, and maybe you're not sure where to start. So I think Daisy's story can really help some other people who are wondering.
Yeah, I would love to share that. You see, because I grew up in Asia, the viewers, you obviously don't know me, but I grew up in Asia, and my family wasn't that religious at all, basically. My mother always said, I want you to find your own path, and I don't want to influence it. So I respect her for that in some ways. But when I met my husband, he did grow up, he grew up in the Dominican Republic in New York. So there was a little bit of mix of, Western and Caribbean, a lot of church going, a lot of singing, but not maybe that much prayer or understanding. But one of the things that he and I both shared is that we always knew that, somebody's watching out for us, and we don't need to worry because somehow things will happen and things will go well. So for me, I thought that was me, making things happen as we believe we're in charge.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't the case, because we moved from the Dominican to Mexico, and we were getting my son medical help there because that's where they had it for him. And yet my husband and I were both working. We had my son and my daughter there. My daughter was going to school. My son was stuck at home because there was no school for him. And our days were just purely focused on getting him the help that he needs. And that was all I would think about. That was all we would talk about, because we would be like, how can we get him a better nana? How can we get him some education? How can we make sure that, when he needs the operations that we knew he was going to need, we can get them for him. So that was what we were always discussing. That was always on my mind. Like when I would go running, when I was working, like that was it. And I didn't know that I was doing it. And now, and I mentioned this to you as well, I didn't realize that I was praying that whole time because God was listening. And so one day, my husband had actually just quit his job. And the next day, basically, they told me, oh, we don't need you anymore either. And I said, oh, thank you so much. I really love it. And so what's the girl to do but go home and break down a little bit, right? And so I went home, I broke down in tears, and I was telling Kat as well, this is the first time I physically remember praying. And that's the moment that I realized that, okay, there's somebody listening, because 30 minutes after I had this complete meltdown, and I'm so lucky that nobody was home. I can just imagine what that would have been like. I think my upstairs neighbors were like, okay, something's up. But after this, I got a call and my phone rang, and it was my friend who had worked with me before, and who obviously, because I tell everybody about Harvey, right? She went, Daisy, my mom has been dealing with this technology and she's been getting really better, but she's also been making some money. And I thought about it though, because you keep telling me that Harvey can't make enzymes. That's what his condition does. And this product, right? Excuse me, sorry. This product makes the body have enzymes. And I went, okay, she's talking about helping Harvey. She's talking about making money. And she really wants to talk to me. Somebody was listening. Oh my God, yes, 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 yes. And I went and saw her the next day, and I went home and I told my husband, and I said, this is exactly what we were waiting for. This is what I've been praying for. And I actually said, I've been praying for this. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what it was meant to be. And he said, okay, let's do it. And okay. And that's kind of like how everything started. Harvey started getting healthier. We started, making shifts to be able to move here to get him more help. And just like, that was that moment where everything God just said, here, okay, here's the answer. Here, now you can believe. And that was just my moment that I think everybody can have, but you just need to understand that you need to have patience, and it will come when the time is right. Right. So.
Yeah. So beautiful. As you were talking, I was thinking about the verse in John 3 that talks about the spirit moving around.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody's ever seen the wind, right? You see the wind blowing, that's the way the spirit's moving through the earth, and he's literally knocking on hearts. And if you're getting that prompt in your heart and you're like, there has to be more, explore it and just pray like Daisy did and say, hey God, I don't know if you're real or not. Can you show me? And he'll come through and he'll give you your answers, and you'll feel like someone's listening when nobody else in this world gets what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So you found some enzymes that have helped Harvey, and he's doing a lot better, right?
Yes, he is. Thankfully.
And as a result of being able to help him, you've kicked off a really awesome coaching program that is Activated Life by Daisy V, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people can find you at activatedlifebydaisyv.com.
Yep.
And I'll make sure the links are on. You're on Facebook and Instagram, all the same. It's Activated Life by Daisy V. So search for her. And it's about the parents, because look, if you have a child who's disabled, it's really difficult and it's hard on you, and you're spending your entire life looking for a solution for the child, and you need solutions too, right? The first one we would both say you need is Father God and the Word. And if you're seeking and you want answers, reach out to either one of us and we will get you the answers, and we will pray with you and for you. But if you have children and you're kind of like, hey, I'd like some help too, please reach out to Daisy. She leads with heart. She's amazing. She just loves people, and she'll make sure that you're taken care of as well.
Yes, for sure.
Anything else I missed? Did I say it all right?
No, you said it absolutely perfectly. And I sometimes I feel it comes across like, I don't want to work with the kids, but I do want to work with the kids. And you know what happens when mom is better, when the parents are better, the kids will be better. Yeah. And it's so easy to like, okay, let's work on the children. Let's just focus on the children. But when you're focusing on the children, there's so much energy going to the child. But when mom focuses on mom, she has more energy to give to the child too. So that's my way of giving. That's what God told me to do. So yes, I will help you. I will help your children. That's for sure. Because it is a cycle. It's the family is a unit, and we all have to function together, and we all have to be healthy for it.
Oh, so beautiful. Mm-hmm. So don't stay alone, struggling, looking for the spirit, not sure where to find him, or as a parent, make sure you reach out, get your support, because when your energy bank is full, you have more to give to your child.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. This was such a beautiful interview. I always love having time with you, and I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for allowing me to share, and I hope I inspired some of your wonderful viewers too.
Absolutely. Happy Friday, everybody.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.